Hello, and we're back for round number 3 of our Nat Dex Doubles League. To start off the team builder, we have Rillaboom. Actually, I should probably talk about my opponent's team first. So, my opponent has a pretty scary team, actually. I don't think I match up super well against them. This has probably been my worst matchup so far. But Incineroar is pretty standard Pokemon. I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem. If anything, I think Incineroar helps my team out a little bit because of Intimidate. As you can see, my opponent has 2 Intimidators, Incineroar and Arbok. I kind of expect them to not run Intimidate. I think Intimidate is worse against my team. It doesn't do a lot, right? Intimidating Rillaboom's nice, Intimidating Gyarados is nice, and Hariyama, right? But Intimidating Stack theoretically doesn't do much because it could very easily be defensive body press, right? And Intimidating Articuno is giving it a competitive boost, right? So I don't think Intimidate is coming this week, despite my opponent having 2 Intimidators, but we'll see. But yeah, so Incineroar, I don't think it's gonna be too much of a problem. It's a awkward speed tier for Fake Out that I need to play around. Shouldn't be too difficult though. After that, we have Como. Como is a huge problem for my team for a multitude of reasons. But I think I have enough outs for it. I think it should be fine. Fingers crossed. We'll see. Z Clang is a huge problem. As you can see, Alchemy is coming off the bench this week. Hopefully Alchemy is going to put in some work. Being a fairy type and all, it'll be immune to its Z move. So we'll have that to look forward to. Following it up, Blastoise. I think that Blastoise is the best Pokemon in Draft. And Double specifically. It has so much utility. It's an amazing A tier. Like, best bang for your buck, I think it's Blastoise. So I'm really happy that Blastoise is on my opponent's team. Well, I'm happy it got drafted. And I'm scared to go up against it. It has it has support utility, it has setup, it has pledges, it has literally everything that you could ever need. So I'm a little scared of Blastoise. That with Incineroar can set up the Rainbow Pledge, which kind of whatever. Not too worried about that showing up. But Blastoise is seriously scary, and I do need to be worried about that. We have Grassy Glide to deal with it late game if it's a Shell Smash set, so it shouldn't be too bad. After that is Clef. Clef is a classic redirector. Shouldn't have to worry about that too much. Like, I have enough raw power that I think I can brute force the Clef anytime it touches the field. Yeah, not too worried about Clef. Galarian Darmanitan. This thing is a huge-ass problem. I definitely can get rolled by this thing, so I need to be careful. I need to be managing my fake outs well, and yeah, that thing's scary. Guerrilla Tactics is not something to be taken lightly. Mega Glade is another Mega. It kind of puts in work versus me as well, so it should do well. It's immune to my Intimidate, so there is that. Zygarde probably isn't coming. I don't think Zygarde is the best against me. The thing that he wants to be clicking 1,000 arrows against is Stack, and even then, like, Stack has 1,000,000 defense and takes it super well. On top of that, I have 2 Wide Guard users, which you'll see in the team builder, so. Buzz is a redirector. I'm not too worried about it. Again, that's something that we can brute force through relatively easily. Octillery could be Moody, which could be funny. And then Arbok's Intimidate, so I don't think Arbok's coming. Anyways, to start things off, we have Rillaboom. AV Rillaboom takes pretty much everything, every singular hit from their team, with the exception of a Flare Blitz from Incineroar and any move from Darmanitan. So that's why we have Intimidate, or that's why we have Fake Out, right? Fake Out lets us hit both of those things and stop them from attacking, and ideally, it lets my partner deal with a threat. So, the planned lead, I think, is going to be Rillaboom plus Gyarados. Either that or whatever this thing's called, Hariyama plus Gyarados. Kind of depends on what they end up bringing. So, we'll see. I think Rillaboom scares out Blastoise and doesn't, like, lead Blastoise shouldn't happen versus a Rillaboom team, I think. So, I might end up going with Hariyama, which is the slower of the 2 fake outs. We'll see. We'll see. Kind of depends on what comes. We have Grassy Seed Stack again. Grassy Seed is pretty much always what's going to be on stack. But anyways, I talked about Como being a problem for a multitude of reasons, right? Komo can either be Overcoat, right, which makes it immune to spores from my Paris and Rage Powder. It could either be Bulletproof, which makes it immune to Gyro Balls from Stack. And it has Z Clang, which is a huge ass problem. It can also be defensive with Body Press as well, with a Grassy Seed, so that's also something to be mindful of. Como is super awkward to work around. However, if we can get to +4 defense, which theoretically isn't too difficult, if we can get to +4 defense, Body Press Okos. Assuming they don't have their own defense boosts, which they can get relatively easily. So, it's a give and take. But yeah, this is Stack. We're basically max Fizz Def, or as close to max Fizz Def as we can get away with. The Spadef lets us take a Hydro Pump, a modest Hydro Pump from Blastoise. I had to think about that. I couldn't remember. But it lives modest Hydro Pump from Blastoise from a non-boosting item. Yes. So, there's that. After this, we are Gyarados. We are enough speed that at +1, we get Zydog. At +2, we threaten Okos on Mega Gallade and Komo, I believe, and Incineroar. I guess it would be -1. Or +1, because of the Intimidate. So, yeah. And then we're just enough bulk to live -1 close combat, which Mega Gallade has Inner Focus, which is something I am mindful of, and I will remember this time. However, before it Megas, it doesn't have Inner Focus, so I can't Intimidate it, right? Which means that theoretically, I am able to get off and Intimidate and live turn 1, right? But my planned lead is Rillaboom or Fake Out plus Gyarados, right? If I get a Fake Out off, I get my Dragon Dance off, and I can Dragon Dance in the face of everything with this defensive investment. I don't think that there's a single move that can Oko me once we Mega Evolve, right? If we don't Mega Evolve, which is something that we realistically might do, the only time we'll Mega Evolve on lead is if we see Mega Gallade, I think. If we don't see Mega Gallade, I think I'm staying in base Gyarados and setting up, because I can Fake Out whatever threatens it, right? So, yeah. Mega Gyarados should theoretically put in work. We're Roar to phase out Como if it tries to set up. Is kind of the idea. So, yeah. Mega Gyarados. After this, we are Articuno. So last week, I forgot my Z move on round 2. This time, we haven't forgotten the Z move. We are Z Freezing Glare. Basically, the idea is we have a nuke option for Como if it gets out of hand. We live everything from it at +1 when it's at +1. So, yeah. And if we get competitive boosts, Ancient Power actually looks like a really good coverage move, right? It hits Incineroar, it hits Darm. Like, it should be able to put in some work, right? And in the off chance that I get a boost, well, then that's kind of nice, right? Like, at +2 special attack, Ancient Power does like 70% to Incineroar, which is insane, right? Theoretically, we're not getting competitive boosts. We're just going to be spamming Freezing Glare, right? However, we do also have an alternative option. We have Z Hypnosis, right? And what Z Hypnosis does is it's still a 60% accurate Hypnosis, which isn't the best, but it gives us +1 speed. And if we can get that speed, then we're outspeeding Como. With this just speed investment in general, we outspeed Como, right? So theoretically, we can Z Hypnosis it to attempt to stop it from setting up, right? And then we can Freezing Glare it and whatever. But even then, if we get the Z move off, then we're outspeeding it no matter what. We also have Tailwind for speed control, which is just optimal, I think. However, this is just utility that may come up, maybe nice, you know. If Incineroar is out, we're not able to click Freezing Glare, so like Hypnosis is just there for mainly Incineroar. And then we can Z Hypnosis maybe. Who knows? After that, we have Hariyama. It is Super Berry. With Super Berry, we live everything. Or with Thick Fat, right? Which this is going to be our main out to Darm, right? We live everything from Darm like 4 times over, which is kind of funny because Darm's like a stupid powerful Pokemon. If it's banded, it's not as easy, but yeah, like this thing's going to put in work. I talked about Wide Guard earlier. We have 2 Wide Guard users, which theoretically blocks Clangorous. It doesn't block it, but it mitigates damage. Clanging Scales, Water Spout from Blastoise. Random Earthquakes, 1,000 Arrows from Zygarde. So Wide Guard is huge against my opponent's team. So theoretically, yeah. And then that's why we're not Assault Vest. Otherwise, we probably would have been Assault Vest, I think. But we gave the Assault Vest to Rillaboom. Anyways, Super Berry lets us take 2 hits from, I believe it was 2... Oh, I've already forgotten. We live... Okay, with this defensive investment, we live Zen Headbutt from Mega Glade. We live Moonblast from Clef. And I'm EV'd specifically to take 67 from something. Oh, no. I remember. Close Combat is EV'd to do 67% to Incineroar after an Intimidate, which guarantees that we OHKO through berries and all that, right? The reason I have a berry is because we have so much that almost one-shots, but doesn't, right? From Glade and Clef, right? And theoretically, that'll activate the berry. So, yeah. Bullet Punch is there to pick off a weakened Darm. Just decent chip to Clef as well. Other than that, like, Bullet Punch probably won't be doing a whole lot of work. Like, the main moves will be clicking as CC and Fake Out. So, and White Guard. And then finally, coming off the bench is Alchemy. Alchemy has some nice utility in this matchup, actually. Giving myself Spadef boosts on Stack is really nice, or just any of my Pokemon is really nice. So we'll be able to take on Como better. We can theoretically Encore some Fake Outs. We can decorate my Pokemon to get +2 attack or special attack, which is, or I guess both technically. I don't get to choose. It's +2 attack, +2 special attack, which is huge, right? The fact that I can give my Rillaboom +2 attack while it's still Assault Vest is kind of insane. Same with Gyarados, right? I talked about +2 being important to OHKO Mega Glade. Well, I can theoretically get that by just decorating it, right? And in Tailwind, we'll have the speed. So, Alchemy should be pretty fun. We're Dazzling Gleam. This is its best fairy move. Unfortunately, it doesn't have Moonblast. We could be Misty Explosion, which honestly would be hilarious, but I don't think I have Protect on anything. I guess I have Wide Guard. Maybe we'll change to Misty Explosion. No, we're not going to do that this week, at least. But, yeah. So, that's the team. I will see you in a second for the battle. All right, and we're back. Thank goodness, no Paris. Hi, YouTube. Hello, YouTube. How's it going, YouTube? How's it going? Let me real quick import my team, like I should have done when we started. All right. That only imported 5 sets. That didn't import. Hello? What isn't importing? We have Articuno, Gyarados, Hariyama, Rillaboom, Stack. Okay, Alchemy didn't import. Why? I bet it was because of its form. Okay, whatever. We'll just manually calc for Alchemy. Anyways, they did not bring Fake Out at all, so I am pretty free to lead Hariyama and Gyarados. How does this go poorly? Glade plus Darm is a little awkward, but we'll be intimidating the Darm and Mega Evolving, so we'll live everything from it. Yeah, I think that's fine. Intimidate Arbok. Makes sense. Ooh, but it could be Glaring. Turn 1, I really want to just CC the Durham, but I'm expecting it to go for a U-turn, so we're going to fake it out. And that's going to be a glare. Do I care if I get glared? A little bit, because I want speed for Zydog, who is expendable. Okay, who do I not care that gets paralyzed? I think Rillaboom. I think I'm fine Rillaboom getting paralyzed. Okay, this works. Looks like both Pokemon got paralyzed. But this is fine, right? Like, this is just a CC and a... I was gonna Grassy Glide, but I think I'd rather slow U-turn. No, I want to Grassy Glide. I want to start breaking the Electabuzz. It's one of the two main redirectors. One of the two redirectors in general. So, breaking them's nice. These are the three that I think I mainly need to be worried about. Clef will be annoying, especially if it starts setting up Cosmic Powers. We have Roaring Gyarados, so it's not the end of the world. And we have a big stack. Honestly, attack boosting stack might have been optimal. Now I'm thinking about it. I'm fine with trading Rillaboom. I didn't trade Rillaboom. Glide did 37, so that's a KO. It's a roll to KO. We're gonna CC again and go into stack. Actually, hold on. They don't have a way to deny Trick Room. Like, sure, Glare is awkward, but do I care? Also, Psychium's kind of useless right now, so it might be worth just Psychiuming the Arbok. Although we need to get rid of the Electabuzz if we want to do that. So we're gonna close combat and we're gonna go into stack. Technically, if they paralyze my stack, it's just boosting my Gyro Balls. We're gonna go into Alchemy and Trick Room. Ooh, I wonder what Z move that is. Probably Earth Power? Does Arbok get Earth Power? Said yes. Okay, but this is fine. Oh, did I mess up? Oh, shoot. Because we can get glared now. We're going to go into Rillaboom. Yep, makes sense. And we're going to Encore again and fake out the Electabuzz. This should be a KO. Groundium Arbok. I wonder what, I'm gonna check what ground moves this thing gets. There's no way it gets Earth Power. It's probably gonna be something really weak like Mud Slap or something, right? Mud Bomb. Okay. That's cool. I don't think any of the physical versions would have KO'd. Nice, okay, cool. Is that Arbok in Gyarados range? $71 to $85. It's a roll if there's no bulk. The problem is I don't want Darm getting set up for, or just coming in for free and claiming KO, so it needs to be Intimidate. Or Hariyama. No, it should be Gyarados. Makes sense. We're going to Decorate and DD. That's a lot of damage. I'm fine with the glare. Good chip, good flinch. Also, we're still faster than everything. Alchemy picking up its first KO, nice. We're still faster than the Arbok. And only did 20% with Sludge Bomb. Should be Darm coming in, I think. Clicking U-turn. We're going to need the speed boost from Articuno to win. Makes sense. Honestly, it might have been better if we got KO'd there. Because that would have given us Fake Out plus Z Hypnosis. And we die to Sludge Bomb next turn. Well, we're going to try and Decorate, and we're going to Z Hypnosis. The Glade. We're definitely not out of this. But it is a bit of an uphill climb. If Darmanitan's Scarf, this is awkward. Ideally, we lose Alchemy here. We hit the Z Sleep, and I can get Hariyama in. Like, if Alchemy makes it through the turn, that's not ideal. Also, we're gonna Tailwind, actually. Because that'll get the Decorate off on Articuno. Yeah. Yep. Uh-oh. Okay. And we lived. Ooh. That is interesting. I was not expecting to live that. With Alchemy. Specifically. That's what I meant, yeah. This thing has to have Sucker Punch, right? I'm gonna play for it being Sucker Punch Arbok. Yeah, we're gonna play for it being Sucker Punch. If it's Shadow Sneak on Gallade, we just lost, I think. How much did D-Gleam do? It did 14 to Arbok, 37 to Gallade. Man. This is a tough turn. Wasn't Sucker Punch. On Fort. We hit the Hypnosis, though. Should be a double knockout. That'll be Darm and Zydog. JK, it's not a double knockout. It's almost a double knockout. We still have one more turn to Tailwind. Alchemy's definitely not faster than anything. Oh shoot, I shouldn't have made it minus speed. Actually, we're still in this. If he clicks 1,000 arrows, we're in this, we're in this, we're in this. And I break through. Nope. He didn't click 1,000 arrows. GG. Really good game. Grounding him on our Arbok was a really solid bring. Arbok better be the thumbnail. That's not how this works, sorry. GG's, Jack. Well, thanks for watching. 2-1, but you know, we're moving forward, you know? We're still in a very good position. But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good one. Deuces.